Welcome back to Game of Theories, where I introduce theories of management, administration, and leadership. This is episode 44. Today we'll explore bottom line mentality. The term bottom line often means the final summing up or the results that count in a given context. What does it mean in an organizational context? In an organization, the bottom line can refer to the financial health of a company or the performance metrics of employees. Bottom line mentality is an intense focus on those outcomes, prioritizing them above everything else. Think of it as having tunnel vision, where the only thing that matters is achieving one key result. Imagine an employee whose primary goal is to meet specific performance metrics. They're laser focused on hitting those targets. Let's talk about a key aspect of bottom line mentality, the fixed sum outlook. This mindset suggests that if one person advances their bottom line, others must be losing out. This is called zero-sum construct, a generalized view that success for some implies a loss for others. Zero-sum thinking operates on the assumption that there is a fixed amount of resources or success available. For example, if there are 10 slices of a pie, every slice taken by one person means one less slice for someone else. People with a zero-sum mindset often engage in competitive behaviors, striving to outdo others rather than collaborate. This can manifest in workplaces where employees may undermine colleagues to secure promotions or recognition. Let's use a biological analogy to make this clearer. Think of the human body. Different organs compete for limited resources like oxygen or nutrients. If one organ, such as the heart, demands more resources than necessary, it can deprive other organs like the brain or kidneys, leading to overall dysfunction. This competition for resources is similar to zero-sum thinking in organizations where one person's gain is seen as another's loss. Just like in the human body, where imbalance can harm overall health, a zero-sum mindset in an organization can create a toxic work environment that undermines collaboration and trust. In those workplaces, employees see each other as opponents, hoping their rivals fail. Consider a workplace where employees are solely focused on hitting their personal performance targets. This intense focus can provoke maladaptive competition. People with a bottom line mentality feel threatened. They may undermine teamwork and collaboration and create a toxic competitive culture. Protecting one's own bottom line becomes more important, sometimes at the cost of integrity and fairness. Another danger of bottom line mentality is ethical neglect. People with a bottom line mentality simplify organizational operations by focusing on single outcome, the bottom line. This tunnel vision may seem efficient, but it often leads to significant ethical neglect. Consider a leader, an administrator, or a manager who prioritizes profit margin above all else. With a bottom line mentality, they avoid the complexity of balancing different organizational values. They choose the easier path, focusing solely on profits. But this narrow view means ethical considerations and long-term effects are often ignored. In educational institutions, if student enrollment or graduation rates is the bottom line, it's possible that administrators may lower academic standards or inflate grades to attract and retain students. In doing so, they compromise academic integrity. In K-12 schools, if a student's test scores are the bottom line, it is possible that administrators may require teachers to teach to the test or even manipulate test scores, neglecting a well-rounded education and the overall development of the students. This bottom line mentality can erode an organization's ethical foundation. Sure, focusing on the bottom line brings short-term gains, but it can seriously damage the organization's reputation and the sustainability in the long run. How to know if someone has a bottom line mentality? To identify if someone has a bottom line mentality, look for specific behaviors and attitudes that prioritize financial or performance metrics above all other considerations. Here are some indicators. First, someone consistently focuses on a specific outcome or performance metric, often to the exclusion of other organizational values. Second, someone often views colleagues as competitors rather than collaborators, engaging in behaviors that undermining coworkers, hoarding information, and avoiding collaboration. Third, decisions are made with little regard for the long-term consequences or the impact on stakeholders, such as employees and the community. And fourth, there is a noticeable preference for actions that yield short-term financial benefits, even if those actions undermine long-term goals and sustainability. Due to the dangers of the bottom line mentality, it is important for organizations to have guardrails in place. What are guardrails? They are policies, practices, and systems designed to ensure that organizational activities are conducted ethically, legally, and in alignment with the organization's core values and long-term objectives. Remember, achieving the bottom line should not come at the expense of integrity and ethical practices. A balanced approach ensures that organizations not only thrive financially, but also build trust, reputation, and sustainability. Can you think of a time when an overemphasis on the bottom line outcomes led to negative consequences in your workplace? Feel free to leave your comments below. I'll see you next time.